SMT Nation, we back. Nation, we got some disclosures at AT&T, and the sky is falling. Okay, I'm joking. It's not. But there is a bit of a downgrade in a way, and this is coming from the horse's mouth at AT&T. Let's discuss those elements from the article. It'll be linked in the description. Also in the description is the real SMT Buy Me a Coffee link. Want to show your support for your creators? Enjoying all the content on the channel? Buy us a coffee, link in the description. Also, if you're looking for a really good deal on your wireless service, you can't beat the deflation promo from our partner, Mint Mobile. New customer offer brings you a $15 per month price point on all their plans, including the normally $30 per month unlimited plan. So you really can't beat that value. And of course, you're getting their legendary customer care. Use our partner link, mintmobile.com/sneed. Save that money, get that legendary customer care and value, and you'll be supporting the channel in the process. All right, so what's the situation here with AT&T? Well, they are guiding down. All right, now we're basically at the end of Q2, right? We're in the back, the back third of the quarter. We're in the final month. We're, in fact, just the final week or two. And AT&T is lowering estimates for postpaid subscriber ads. So at a Bank of America analyst event, which took place, I think, June 20th at the time of this recording, the CFO says that he expects postpaid phone net ads for Q2 to be about 100,000 less than the ads from Q1. So they reported 424,000 postpaid phone net ads in Q1. Expecting it to be 100,000 less puts it in the low 300,000s, right? Now, in and of itself, I mean, it's not that bad. It's just lesser than the first quarter, which, you know, so you can take what you want from that. You could say, well, they're decelerating, they're not growing anymore, what's going on, there's problems. But he offered his reasons. He said one of the reasons why they're experiencing this drop is they let a contract go. They walked from a government contract. They said that the contract was not profitable enough. So they're essentially giving up those 75,000 customers, and they're letting them go. And he said they went to another carrier. Who do you guys think that is? Right? Who would take 75,000 customers? I would guess it's probably T-Mobile in this case. Right? And actually, that's not even the biggest problem that AT&T has. I'll get to that in a second here, what's really the trouble for AT&T. So anyways, but we'll hear all about it from T-Mobile, I think, when it comes to those 75,000. Also, the CFO said that they have been seeing slightly elevated churn during this quarter due to new pricing constructs from its competitors, although that churn is beginning to fade back to previous levels. Folks, that is cable. Right? I've been saying this for at least a year and a half, maybe 2 years now. Cable is hurting AT&T the most. Obviously, T-Mobile's very competitively priced, and they got all this value, and they got the marketing and the branding and all that. You know, cable takes from them too, but T-Mobile also offers a discount on their 5G home internet when you have their wireless service. So they have an answer. Verizon has an answer, right? They do the same thing with their 5G home internet, 50% off. And then Verizon also, you know, they lease the service, they lease the network access to those cable operators, so it's different for them. But AT&T doesn't have an answer for that right now, right? So that's kind of where that is. Additionally, he went on to speak about, you know, Q3, Q4 typically have higher ARPUs because of holiday sales. He said the ARPU is still attractive and growing, so, you know, he's trying to imply that, you know, there's no fiscal concerns. The ARPU for AT&T in Q1 was $55.05. Okay, so write that down or put that in your memory bank. We'll see what it is for Q2. They're probably looking to see that come up a little bit. All right, there have been some quarters where I think AT&T was over $60. They probably want to get back to that point, right? He said they expect to grow revenues, wireless service revenues, by 4% plus. We'll see if they hit that mark. He said they'd anticipate delivering closer to 5%. Again, we'll see how that plays out, but that's pretty healthy stuff. With respect to the free cash flow, this is what actually caused AT&T's stock price to plummet after Q1 earnings. I think they had a precipitous drop of about 10 or 11% instantly once they had their earnings call, right? They only came up with $1 billion in free cash flow, and now they guided $15 to $16 billion for the year, and then at the earnings call they said we still are guiding $15 or $16 billion for free cash flow for the year, and they're standing by that. In fact, Stankey said it at the time during the Q1 earnings, and now this time DeRoche is saying the same thing. He said we are still looking to hit our mark at $16 billion for the full year, and they're expecting Q2 to be in at $3.5 to $4 billion for that free cash flow. Okay, so really at this point, folks, what you're going to be seeing from the Q2 earnings call, what you're going to be listening for and looking for, and we'll be doing that here on the channel, is the cost cutting that's going on at AT&T with reducing their workforce, ways to become leaner, ways to reduce operational expenditure. We've already heard of store closings. We've heard of shifts in the way that they're doing management, and work from office versus work from home. They're navigating a lot of things here. They're kind of a company that's in transition with respect to that, but it's no different than what T-Mobile is doing or Verizon. They're all kind of doing the same things, right? Telco is a very unforgiving investment space and sector right now, and it's very hard to please the shareholder. AT&T has a big dividend, so does Verizon, right? And that's probably what keeps investors going, but they are looking for the cash flows, the revenue growth. They're still looking for those things. And I think what we're going to see right now, and why we're seeing AT&T maybe coming down in the growth, is they're probably less active in promotional spending. They're not doing the $1,000 for an iPhone anymore, and trade any iPhone and stuff like that. And they're still competitive. They're still very, very good. They got a solid network nationwide, right? It's very available. It's very big, and it's very capacitive. It's modernized, and they've got good promotions, and they have fiber, and they're really sinking their teeth into that, and they're expanding, right? And they're focusing on that convergence between fiber and the wireless play. They're doing all the things right to really focus on their business, getting away from media, now just focusing on what they do. But again, that whole Warner Media spinoff thing still has the debt load high, which puts a lot of pressure on these executives, especially the CFO who's talking in this article, and Stankey, the CEO. They're trying to find ways to perform. So the pressure is on the big telcos. We'll see what happens in Q2 earnings for AT&T. What do you guys think of these disclosures? What do you think of these elements? Do you have any concerns for AT&T? And if you do, what level of concern do you think that they are? I'd love to hear what you guys have to say on this. Me personally, I think they're going to be fine. They just got to find where they need to be in order for them to be the most profitable company that they can to please their investors and be successful as a business. And of course, we know typical AT&T fashion, they'll do whatever it takes. And that means literally anything. All right, sound off in the comment section below. You all the voice of the people, the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard.